All right, the G.W.A.I. Digital government and some things to look out for as things begin to progress through time. Some of it may be in a while, some of it may be soon, but things that we'll start to see and things that will start to add up as you pay attention through the passage of time. The economy and economics is basically the management of a family or a household. Okay, frugality, thrifty, trying to save money, trying to be cheap. Household management, okay, characterized by thrift is economy. Ergonomics, the study of people in the workplace. Now, as they use their systems to study the economy and ergonomics, a lot of things will begin to change, in particularly cuts. Okay, a lot of jobs are going to go away, and in ways that people wouldn't think they would, and even jobs that people wouldn't think would go away are going to go away. And a lot of people are going to be, for a while, scrambling to try and figure out what to do. It's called scientific management theory, okay? Preventage of wastage of time, reduce the costs of production, secure the labor and industry, increase efficiency of the workers, develop the relations between workers and managers. Okay, so they're constantly trying to find ways to do this, and one of the biggest ways they're going to do this as things get set up is the system that's going to be put in place, which will eventually be AIs and robotics and all sorts of things taking pretty much everything so that they can make money. The subscription business model, okay, we're seeing this a lot with pretty much everything. Netflix, you want Netflix, you got to pay every month. You can't just buy Netflix, okay? Pay as you go kind of things. Pretty much everything in the world is going to go this way, okay? Even things like rent, even things like cars, even things like, everything in your house, everything you can use, any sort of product, Adobe. All of this is all going to be managed and controlled through AIs and subscription services, digital gates, the locking down of the internet. AIs. And another thing that's really interesting that we were talking about in the Discord chat was a lot of these NFT sites are using AIs to basically generate art. So you're just going to have computers or AIs generating things and getting paid. Like, where's the money going? What is this? They're even going to have AIs doing art, and it's going to be to a point where videos are going to be edited by AIs. Magazines, websites, entire web, just all AI, guys. It's all going to be AIs. No one's even going to have jobs or be doing everything. And they're probably going to try and pass it off like, hey, this is amazing. We have things to do everything for us. We don't have to work anymore. But this is a deception, all right? But as I begin to see all these NFT sites, a lot of AIs are creating all of this stuff. And there's even accounts for AIs because AIs are even citizens now. And we've mentioned this before. And this is going to be really interesting if they start turning AIs into citizens. This is going to be completely bizarre. And it's hard to even fathom what could be coming as this becomes more relevant and possible. So they have this AI, Sophia, okay? Now, she's a robot. That's basically the physical part, but it's primarily an AI, okay? It's an AI inside the robot. And she's painting, okay? And now she's going to sell her painting, and her painting's selling for millions of dollars or who knows what. It's so retarded. Everything is going to be given over to robots, guys. It's so strange and bizarre. And this may have to take 20 years, 40 years, but it's coming. And a lot of things we're going to see go in ways it's hard to even fathom and see all of the routes. But I'm trying. She's been given citizenship, okay? Now, all they have to do is give all these AIs citizenship or set up certain AIs to program websites. Give them citizenship, set up bank accounts, all this stuff. Because, we can have them be citizens. And so you'll have bots essentially just building websites, getting paid to accounts, and people will own these bots essentially. And this will be like in the Matrix, or you see movies, robots taking over the world. Okay, they don't need physical bodies. They don't need physical bodies. A robot could just be a fucking TV that has apps on it that are, monitoring everything, and the apps on it are AIs, and the AIs are considered citizens. Okay, and they can genuinely just generate money from this. And I have an episode coming on it, but I'm sitting on it. Cryptocurrency and things like that. What this can lead to. Digital citizenship, and how if you're on Facebook, you're pretty much a part of a country, okay? Billions of people live in that country. They have their own rules or sets of laws, things you can do, things you can't do. And it's really only relevant if you're a part of that country, or if you're engaged, or you're a citizen within this realm or world. We're going to see more realms of digital citizenship. Being a digital citizen, the entire concept of e-government, we'll get there to in a second, or we'll get to it in a second. But as I was saying with jobs, we're going to see a lot of jobs go away, even things like designing and engineering, okay? They have generative design. They'll basically run designs through GANs, and they'll generate product parts. Okay, they're going to generate houses, they're going to generate product parts, all this kinds of stuff, without even the need for engineers or designers. No one will need to know how to use CAD. Okay, everything will just be generated through AIs. They'll just have AIs generating everything. It's so strange. Buildings, automotive, aerospace, all the jobs in these realms will go away as well. Okay. It's like I say, guys, even jobs you wouldn't think, designing cars, that's not even going to be a human. There's going to be no humans involved in that. It's all going to be generative design done by AIs. And these AIs will have citizenship, and these AIs will be getting paid. It's going to get so weird, guys. It's hard to kind of see everything. But building houses, you might need like 4 people to watch a house be built. And they're there to basically make sure connections went through or are done properly and things like that. But essentially every part and every aspect of the house will be built by AIs. And they're talking about 3D printing, and maybe it's a ways off, but it's coming, guys. XR technology and going into the metaverse and different worlds and all this kinds of stuff. All right, you're going to have surgeons 100 miles away doing surgery on someone through XR. Notice how they're showing the military wearing this. Military is always 40 to 50 years ahead, okay? Everything is going to be so strangely different within the next 40, 50 years. It's going to be hard to understand. And so they're really trying to push this to the younger generations. So they're pretty much used to it, okay? Even computer programmers, okay? You're going to have AIs programming computers. You're basically going to have computers programming computers. Computers writing websites. And they're going to run them through, parallel processing stuff, and it's all going to basically be building and generating off of each other. And it's going to seem like a boom, but it's genuinely a takeover. And people won't have to work in the strangest way, and we could literally have all of our devices, our TVs, our refrigerators, generating and mining money for us. Like I say, I'll get to it later. But this concept of e-government will come along with this, okay? And eventually it will merge to a point where we have AIs and all of this doing this stuff, and then this concept of e-government kind of working in, and eventually they're going to merge those two, okay? And we're eventually going to have AIs running government. And this is going to be huge, and it's going to tie in with digital currencies and the concept of smart contracts, because essentially all of these industries can be electronic or automated and done through AIs. Government to citizen stuff, government to business, government to employees can all be handled through smart contracts. Birth certificates, business licenses, driver's licenses, visas, paying fines, land registration, all of this can be done through smart contracts and through automated systems, which will be done through AIs, those were all the government systems. It will basically be an artificial intelligence government. Okay, they use predictive analytics. Predictive analytics basically watch everything you're doing, and they kind of see the flow of everyone and everything in the world and where it's all going. And they're setting up things in place now for the next 20 years, and all of this stuff will merge or come to a point, which I think they call the singularity. But it's when everything's going to click together and connect together, and it's going to seem like a renaissance or the second renaissance. But it's going to be just the absolute enslavement. It may be good for a time, but shit's going to flip real quick. Okay, smart contracts and government processes, case study and prototype implementation. Okay, they're already talking about smart contracts for governments and how to do everything. Currencies and central bank digital currencies. Pretty much go on Google, type in your country, and then CBDC. Your country, central bank digital currencies, and they'll tell you everything they're getting ready for, guys. All the countries are going to do it. All the countries are going to do it. All the money will become automated. They're getting everything ready, and it's going to be tied to digital identities. Why did they do all this COVID stuff, and then all of a sudden they disappear? Okay, they're basically like they have everyone on registration already. That's what it was for. Okay, it had nothing to do with the virus, whether the virus is gone or not. They got everyone registered and vaxxed and on a system already. If they ever decide to click the system on, and hey, if you didn't get registered yet, you're pretty much just cashed out, man. You're not going to be able to provide or get into anything. All right, central bank digital identity tied to central bank digital currencies, tied to the automation of everything through artificial intelligence systems, tied to jobs, tied to guys. Everything is going to. They're going to click everything. They're getting the beast system ready. Basically, is what this series is about. As we begin to wrap it up. Guys, it's going to be soon. It's going to be fast and heavy within our lifetime. Okay, it's going to happen a lot faster because every technology builds off of the other, so everything will grow exponentially. This may happen within the next 20 years, not after 20 years, literally within 20 years. Okay, they'll have all this in place, ready to go, and bang, that's it. Okay, it took 20 years. It didn't take 10 years to do one thing, 10 years to do the next thing. No, it's going to take 20 years just total for everything to roll out. You can see all the countries, what they're getting ready for, all the regions, what they're getting ready for, putting currencies to blockchains, tying everything from the retail to bank to wholesale, all on the blockchains using central bank digital currencies, and how countries will filter their money through other countries using central bank digital currencies. The entire concept of trade, all of our trade systems will change, okay? It's insane, guys. Even in Thailand, all of this, like everything, everywhere, all around the world. Like I say, check your region, check your country. They're getting it ready. It's coming. And it's going to be quick, fast, hard, and heavy. And most people aren't going to be ready for it. They're just going to roll it in, probably through means of chaos. Okay, the banks are going to crash. Some sort of computer virus is going to happen. So in order to not let this happen again, we're going to need to try this new system. And that's how they're going to roll this in, okay? The money is going to be completely controlled to the point where they can make money expire, and they can control people and what they buy and how they buy it, when they buy it. People are going to be running around like mad. Spending and money will just be your life. It's so strange. And we're eventually getting into some sort of technocracy where everyone is going to be ruled by companies, okay, and technology. And this guy, how he's literally describing how humans are just hackable animals. They can literally just hack your brain and make you do whatever you want whenever they want, or whatever they want whenever they want, okay? They'll make you do everything, and they'll have everything under control, even down to the money and the systems you can go through. If you mess up, they'll just block your account. If you're not registered or up to date, they'll block you from getting in your car, or your car won't start. If you didn't get your shots, they're not going to let you fly. Like, it's, guys, get ready. And this is all going to lead into ways, cities, and housing, and everything is going to go. And that'll be the next episode in the series, here soon. But this entire concept of digital government, digital systems, turning AIs into rulers of cities, turning AIs into rulers of countries, and making everything controlled through AI, digital currencies, digital governments, and the system that they're building. All right.